Aloha friends, how are you? Welcome back to my channel for probably one of the most requested videos I get. Probably because I do love healthy eating. If you don't know this about me, first, hi, I'm Mick-Elle if we don't know each other at all. But second, I actually studied nutrition in college. So yes, I have my bachelor's degree in nutrition and dietetics. I love healthy food. Anytime I talk about anything nutrition related though, I always like to start off giving a little disclaimer that someone who can say they are a nutritionist is very different from a dietitian. If you ever really listen to opinions in nutrition, I recommend listening to a dietitian. Those are the real professionals. They did so much more schooling than me, and frankly, anybody can call themselves a nutritionist, even if they just Google things online for the fun of it and have no schooling. So yes, this is what a nutritionist eats in a day, and yes, I do have my degree in nutrition, but I'm not a dietitian. That's just my little forewarning. So I'm gonna be taking you through one day of what I typically eat, and for the last couple months or so, I've been trying to focus on eating pretty plant-based during the week. I have found that it was a goal of mine to eat just more whole fruits and vegetables, get more leafy greens into my diet, get more fiber into my diet, get more produce in general into my diet. So to kind of challenge myself, I, for the most part, removed meat, dairy, and eggs during the week. I still do have some things like collagen, which is not vegan, and honey, and then I still eat some animal products on the weekend. But for the most part, I would say what you're gonna see me eat today is probably 95% plant-based. So without further ado, this is what I eat in a very average day without trying to impress you. You're gonna see my ugly oatmeal and all. Let's go. Good morning, friends. I started off my day just with some coffee with a little splash of unsweetened oat milk. That's how I start my day every day. I do have coffee in the morning and then I switch to matcha after that. But there are 3 breakfasts that I've been cycling between. I kind of like get on a kick of 1 or 2 things for a year and then I'll switch them out. And the things I've been doing lately are either Brook will make us both a smoothie. I'll do avocado toast on like sourdough bread, sourdough gluten-free bread with some Daiya cheese, avocado, lime, and cilantro. Or I'll make a really loaded bowl of gluten-free oatmeal. And seeing as I don't have bread and Brooke's still asleep, I'm doing oatmeal this morning, so I'll show you how I make it and what I put in it. A fun fact about me, I eyeball everything. I hate measuring things. It's the only part of cooking I don't like. So I add, you know, probably about a half a cup of oats to a bowl. Too much oat milk on purpose. I add probably about a half to a 3/4, oh, that might have been to 1 cup. And then I microwave this for about 1.5 minutes, and I like it to be on the watery side so that I can add in all of my other things without it getting too thick. So I'm gonna microwave this and then I'll show you my add-ins. Fun fact, while that's microwaving, a lot of oatmeal is actually not celiac safe. In fact, it's kind of hard to find certified gluten-free oatmeal just the way it's produced. Yes, oats are technically a gluten-free grain in of itself, but a lot of places produce it unsafe for celiac people. Okay, so as you can see, this is on the liquidy side, which is, like I said, what I prefer. So let me start off with the powder, or like the dry ingredients that I put in here first so I can reuse the spoon for all of them. I put in probably a good tablespoon of ground flax seeds. This is good fiber, this is good omega-3s and 6s, monounsaturated fats. I do a big chunk and this becomes gelatinous and liquid. So this will help to bind the oatmeal. And then same with chia seeds. I add a smaller little scoop of chia seeds, maybe like a half a tablespoon. Chia seeds also help to bind things, and obviously, I'm sure you know, when they come into contact with liquid, they swell and they become almost like little caviars. It's kind of gross to say. This is not vegan. Like I said, I try to eat primarily plant-based during the week, but this is grass-fed, bovine, collagen. But this has collagen, biotin, L-glutamine, vitamin C, vitamin E, so many things, hyaluronic acid, and this is a chocolate flavored supplement. It's from Mind Body Green. So many benefits to collagen, not just skin like people assume, but gut health. It helps to keep the walls of your gut healthy, joint health, brain health. So I'm gonna add a couple scoops of this. Now time for the not solids. I've been using peanut butter lately. I don't think it's as healthy as almond butter, but to be frank, it's cheaper. So I add a heaping scoop. And then I have some raw, pure honey. This is a wildflower varietal, and I add a scoop of that to sweeten my oatmeal. That's looking good. I'm gonna save the other half of this banana for Brook for his smoothie. And this is one of my common breakfasts. I'm eating this at 9, and I will usually be hungry for a snack probably around 1 or 2. I always listen to my body, and I'm normally not super hungry until afternoon, and then I get really hungry again for dinner. So I kind of have like 2 big meals and a snack in between, sometimes even a snack after dinner. So I try to kind of graze a little bit, but that's some good oatmeal. Before continuing on with my food for the day, I am gonna show you how I make an iced matcha latte because I get requests to that all the time, and it is something that I have almost every day. So I will show you how to do that next. But I want to give a quick thank you and shout out to the sponsor of today's video, which I'm sure you've heard me talk about so many times by now because I truly love them, and it is Skillshare. So thank you, Skillshare, for sponsoring today's video. If you don't know what Skillshare is, they are an online learning community where they have thousands of classes about anything and everything. So there's business classes, there's creative classes, there's even just fun lifestyle classes. Like for example, since today we're talking about food and cooking and baking and eating, I'll give you an example. If I look under food, for example, there is a class, it's one of their original classes called Easy and Versatile Baking, the one yeast dough you need to know, which is so fun. I have used Skillshare for over 2 years now to just improve my skills, to help grow my business. I try to watch at least part of a class every single day, and I really have learned so many skills through them. And they always give me an incredibly kind offer to all of my viewers where I have a link down below. It's to try out their premium, which has unlimited classes for 2 months for free, no strings attached. You can cancel after that point, or you could continue, and if you choose to continue, it actually is less than $10 a month, which is crazy and so worth the entertainment value as well as the skill sets you will be learning, in my humble opinion. So again, thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video, and let's continue on with what I eat in a day. Man, it's been a busy day of filming for me, and I just finished filming my 3rd video of the day, and it's 1 p.m., meaning I definitely need the caffeine. I normally have my matcha anywhere between like 12:30 and 2:30, just depending on what's going on in the day, how tired I'm feeling that day. And during the summer, I've been having a lot of iced matchas, which are actually even easier to make than hot matchas. And they are actually very filling too. We get full fat oat milk, which is pretty calorically dense, which I love. It just tastes so good. So I'll show you how I make that real quick. And then probably, knowing myself, within like an hour or 2, I will be ready for my weird midday snack and then my very early dinner. So this is my favorite matcha that is, you know, within my price range that I've been able to find. It's called Pure Chimp Matcha. I get it off Amazon. I can link that down below for you. And I like my matcha lattes strong. Uh-oh, I already need to order more. So what I do is I take a heaping scoop and put it into my matcha bowl. Sometimes even 2 scoops. I think I want to make a big matcha latte today. So I think I'm gonna do like a scoop and a half. Then for my iced matcha lattes, I still do heat up some water because that's what makes your matcha paste. I get a microwavable mug and I fill it with probably 2 to 3 tablespoons of water, and I microwave it for exactly 45 seconds. That makes it just hot enough to create our matcha paste, which we will need. Okay, I'm gonna flip you around and show you how I do this. So I pour just a little bit of this water, that might be like about a tablespoon and a half, over my matcha powder, and I use my matcha whisk to start to form it into a paste. That's almost a good consistency. I want to add a bit more because this is going to be iced, so I want it to be a looser consistency than a hot, so that I make sure it incorporates into the oat milk very easily. Okay, so there is our matcha paste, almost equivalent to an espresso shot if you want to think of it that way. I add oat milk straight into this bowl to save dishes and to really incorporate all of that matcha paste without wasting any. But in order to incorporate really well, I use this milk frother that I got off of Amazon, and I just let it do its thing. And then I always spill every time I do this, but I have a mason jar that I've put some ice cubes in, and I start off, you can either start off with your milk or with your matcha milk. I like to start off with this so I know exactly how much more milk I want to add, but I pour this, told you, into my mason jar. I spilled some. And I just top it off with as much oat milk as I want. And then I get a straw. This is one of my new bamboo straws from Public Goods. Give it a nice mix. And there we go. A massive matcha latte. As I expected, it is 2:40 almost, and I'm officially hungry for my weird midday small lunch snack, whatever you want to call it. I have here, so normally Brook does the grocery shopping for us. Okay, before that I would order off of Instacart just because I'm pretty dang busy. And so I would do that to save time. And then Brook was like, you know what? I like going to the store. Let me just do it. So he's been doing it lately. And I always put it on our grocery list, get whatever fruit is on sale. And guess what was on sale this week? One of my favorite fruits of all time, cotton candy grapes. If you haven't had these, they're just like a variety of grapes, but it's a specific variety of grapes that tastes like cotton candy, just like a very sweet, fragrant grape. So I just washed off a small little bowl of that. I'm gonna have that, and on the side, my favorite packaged snack of all time is Hippies. My favorite flavor is actually probably now the white cheddar, the vegan white cheddar, but Brook often grabs the Sriracha Sunshine too, which I also love. These were actually my favorite about a year ago, and I don't know when my taste changed, but now I think I like the white cheddar best. But I normally have a small handful of these alongside some fruit for lunch, and it's delicious. Cheers! I am getting ready to go to a studio to shoot another video for today, and I was planning on meal prepping our dinner before I left because I have the studio from 6 to 8 p.m. and then either eating before or after when I got back. So I had the choice to eat before or after, but I'm running out of time. It's been a very busy day and I'm actually not hungry yet, but I do have a sweet tooth. This is one of my two go-to desserts, these mini dark chocolate specifically, Justin's peanut butter cups. The other one is Smart Sweets peach rings, except for they recently repackaged them to where you can only get like a 3-serving bag, which is $10. I liked the ones that were a 1-serving bag, and yeah, they were like $3, but still, it felt way less painful than paying $10 in one sitting. But I love these. Dark chocolate has less sugar than milk chocolate, as I'm sure you know, but definitely gonna have one of these, go to the studio and shoot, and then come home and make a late dinner for the first time in my life. But I'm excited about dinner tonight. Okay, I just got home and I'm ready to make dinner, and it's only 7:30, but this is so much later than I normally eat dinner, and I feel like ready to eat. The meals I have planned for this week, I normally do like 3 dinners a week, and a couple of them will tie us over a couple of days. I have a spicy potato kale bowl with mustard tahini dressing. I'll put pictures of them here. I found all these on Pinterest, but I never actually follow the recipe. I always follow the idea of the recipe, but I don't measure anything. I will swap ingredients, and I actually don't even read the instructions most of the time. I mostly save the picture and try to do that. The second thing is garlic lime cashew zoodles, and I'm gonna do half zoodles, half butternut squash zoodle spiralized noodles. And then the third one is chickpea spinach stuffed sweet potatoes that also has like a tahini sauce on it. The quickest thing is the noodle dish, so I'm going to do that tonight, and I will get out all of my necessary ingredients. I think it's literally as easy as making like a spicy peanut soy saucy sauce and sauteing everything together and topping it with cilantro and garlic. Okay, so here are my ingredients. We have the organic butternut squash and the organic zucchini. I used to make these myself and it's way cheaper, but I can't find my spiralizer ever since we moved, so I just needed to buy a new one. And then I'm gonna make a sauce out of peanut butter, gluten-free hoisin sauce, gluten-free soy sauce, aka tamari. I'm gonna use some chili garlic sauce. It says to use sriracha, but I love this stuff. More garlic, lime, and then I'm soaking the cilantro so that it'll get clean.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona. I reach through mysterious ceilings.
I'm making the executive decision, as I do, to add in, the spinach is not looking good. It's got it yesterday. Add in some spinach to this, because we got spinach for another recipe, and we don't need this much for that recipe, and I want to use it up, and more veggies, so. And that's the final product. Oops, that's not cute. I decided to give this a taste test. I might have made it too limey for Brook because I love lime, but you know, oh well. Let's give this a little taste to taste. I like it. I don't know if you are gonna like it. It's spicy and it's limey. I love spice. I'm ending the day with one little scoop of ice cream. And this is weird. I saw a friend say on Instagram, if you don't put a little bit of olive oil and sea salt on your ice cream, you're doing it wrong. And I tried it and it's kind of really good if you have nice fancy olive oil. Cheers. By the way, this brand is Jenny's. And the flavor is gooey gooey butter cake. It's so good. Thank you so much for watching. I will be honest here. I've had a ton of requests for me to do more cooking videos, more food videos like I used to do 5 years ago when I started off this channel, or like I did when I worked on Taste Made for a few seasons of my own show. And I do really love food videos, but it's been probably two years since I've put one out, and they would always just perform so poorly. So I kind of was like, it's a lot of work and nobody watches it. But if you would like to see recipe focused videos, maybe I could even try them as a bonus video, because to me, I don't care how bonus videos perform because I see them as a bonus. So comment down below if that's something you'd like to see, and if so, what types of recipes you would like to see. If you'd like more involved recipes, desserts, easy things, let me know. And I will happily consider it because I do think it's a lot of fun, though it is a lot of work to film by yourself. I love y'all so much. Thank you for watching this and for hanging out with me per usual. If you haven't already, press subscribe. That would mean so much to me. I've recently learned that 50% of my frequent viewers aren't subscribed, meaning if all of my frequent viewers did subscribe, I would have like 170,000 subscribers, which I would cry. Again, I love you so much. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you have the best rest of your day, and I will see you in a video very soon. Bye.